Hi, my name is Bill Conrad, and I'm just finishing up my digital cinematography degree in Bachelor of Science. But before I finish this course, I have to finish a career readiness portion of it in a mock interview. So what I thought I'd do is actually use this mock interview as a practice for an interview that I'm scheduled to have, I believe next week with UNICEF, but I'm not sure. But we're going to work it out, and it'll be good practice. So by far in college, the most rewarding experience was when I was a cadet at West Point. My junior year, I got to go overseas and be an exchange cadet at Sandhurst. I always loved going overseas. So I love traveling, love getting out of the country, love seeing other cultures. Now for work experience, that happened later on in my life. I got the opportunity to serve in the military as a civil affairs officer. I worked between the State Department, the military, provincial governments, and district governments, and in the military in mostly Afghanistan, but throughout the Middle East. So, like I said, I have had interactions with UNICEF, but some of the people on my team, in my research team, actually were working with UNICEF in South Africa. So that's where I first heard about UNICEF, and I've been in the back of my mind thinking, wow, I'd love to go out, but not necessarily as a team leader. I like to be a photojournalist and go out and document and tell your story because it's a very powerful story. UNICEF works with children around the world to protect them, to make sure they're educated, that they're viable and they're protected. And I think that's a great message to get out. And I would love to go out with you on some of your short tours in Africa and do just that, document your work in Africa. So my qualifications would be for my past work experience. I'm retired from the military, and in the military, my last assignments, I was a civil affairs officer. I worked between the State Department, USAID, the military, and World Bank, and other organizations from the UN. I actually had some contact with UNICEF. Some of the people on my team actually had come out of Africa, working with UNICEF, and were now on my team. Our teams were half military, half civilian. And we did work within the villages, coordinating and supporting the provincial governors and the district governors, and making sure that everyone worked together. And that included the World Bank and the NGOs. And it worked out real well. So I have a broad background and understanding of what UNICEF does. The other qualifications that I have are just recent. A graduate from Full Sail University in digital cinematography. So I've really learned how to storytell, work a FX6 camera, and go out and edit. And that's what I really want to do now. I want to tell the story of UNICEF. Why should we hire you? Well, as I just mentioned, I think my background, my health, my strong desire to work and document the good work that UNICEF does would be a starting point to hire me. I know that these are short tours initially, and I would hope that once you saw my work and my dedication, that I'd be a solid hire for you and be able to do more work for you. What should we know that's not in your resume? So what's not in my resume that I was embedded with the French for a year, and that I spoke for a year conversational French. All my briefings were in French, and my team supported the French. As a civil affairs officer, I had a small American team, 5 or 6 folks embedded with the French brigade. So all my briefings were in French. And as you know, in Africa, there are many French-speaking countries. In Benin, which is one of the places that you're sending out a team for journalism and to document your work, I could fit right in with my understanding of speaking French and understanding the culture in some of these African countries that has come out of the French culture. So I think that's something wasn't in there and might be a surprise for you. That would be a benefit. Do you have any other questions at this time? Yes, I do have a few questions, and they are like, how long are the tours? And could I get the Benin tour? I really like that tour. I know it's coming up. You didn't say when it's coming up, but I'd like to do that Benin tour if possible. I like to apply my photojournalism, my understanding of the French language. I think it'd just be a wonderful tour and a good fit. So one thing I would ask is, these are contract short tours. What happens after I finish a tour? And what are some of the safety factors that you have in place? That's really two questions, but I'd like to know both of those. So as a cinematographer, we'll be going overseas, I understand, for 3 to 4 months. And then we come back and we have 6 weeks to edit our projects. Where will we be when we edit the projects? Oh, in New York? Very good. That would be excellent. I have a lot of family on the East Coast, and I know a lot of people in New York, so I would feel right at home.